Welcome to today's presentation. In today's presentation, we're going to look at trigonometry, and the question we have here goes, given cosine of x is equal to 5/13 and x is an acute angle, find the values of the following without using tables or calculator. So the first one is sine of x, and then the next one is tangent squared of 90 minus x. So straight away, let's look at the first part, sine of x. But before we continue, I want us to mark the following. In the question, the keywords are, we are told that x is an acute angle. Another thing, we are told to work out this without tables or calculators. So that is very important. Whenever you're told not to use tables or calculators in such a situation and that the angle is acute, what we need to think of is a right angle triangle. And in this right angle triangle, we will have to interpret it using whatever we are given. Like for this case, we are given cosine of x is 5/13. So from SOHCAHTOA, we can see that cosine is given as adjacent over hypotenuse, so that if we have cosine of x is equal to 5/13, then 5 here represents adjacent and 13 represents hypotenuse. So with our triangle, if we let this angle here be x, then it will be automatic that this other angle here is 90 minus x, because the sum of the two angles should be 90 degrees. So remember, it's a right angle triangle. So with this ratio that you are given, if 5 is adjacent and 13 is hypotenuse, so with respect to angle x, adjacent is this side, which we now know is 5, and hypotenuse will always remain the hypotenuse, the longer side, that is 13. And then we can also determine the size of this other side by using Pythagoras theorem. So this is a right angle triangle, so this other side we obtain by simply having the square root of hypotenuse squared, that is 13 squared. We have 169 minus the base squared, and the base squared is 5 squared, that is 25. So this gives us the square root of 144, and that is 12. So with this side being 12, we can now get sine of x. So sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So sine of x will be, again, we position ourselves at angle x and argue that sine of x is opposite over hypotenuse, and the side which is opposite to angle x is this side, which is 12, and hypotenuse is 13. So we have 12/13, and that is sine x. Next, we will look at part B. And in part B, we are going to look at the tangent squared of 90 minus x. So before we get this, we first need to take note of this. Tangent of 90 minus x squared is just the same as having tangent of 90 minus x, and then you square your result. So that means in order to work out this, we'll first of all get tangent of 90 minus x. So from our triangle, we will come and position ourselves at angle 90 minus x, and then ask ourselves, what is tangent of this angle? Tangent of this angle will be, from SOHCAHTOA, tangent is opposite over adjacent. So the side which is opposite this angle is 5, and adjacent side is 12. So that means we will be having opposite is 5, adjacent is 12. But remember, we are asked to get the tangent square, so we have tangent squared of 90 minus x simply means we square tan 90 minus x, which you already have as 5 over 12. So we'll have 5 over 12 squared. And our result finally becomes 5 squared is 25 and 12 squared is 144. So that finally gives us the required result. So that is it for this presentation. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you in the next video.